Good morning, dear students. Welcome to this session of Management Accounting. So from today onwards, we are back again on online sessions. So starting with example number 5 of our PDF file litho, flexible budget. And for BCom Sem 6 students, this is the example number 12 of the textbook. So let us get started with the same. BCom Sem 6 Division B students have already done this example. So now moving further with this. So let us refer the example first and then we'll move towards the solution. So this is a different type of example than we did previously. In this example, the information related with two capacities are given. Previously, all the information was given just for single capacity. From now onwards, we'll solve such kind of examples in which the two types of capacity is given as in the question format and we need to find out the another one. So let us read the question. A factory has manual production capacity of 40,000 units. The estimate of production cost of a factory at 40% and 60% production capacity is as under. So at 100%, 40,000 units are given, 40% and 60% production capacity is given. So we have found out the number of units of the same first. Then direct material, direct labor, direct expense, semi-variable expenses are given, factory expense, admin expense and selling expense, total fixed expense and profit or loss. Prepare flexible budget for 50%, 75% and 90% production capacity and find out the profit or loss at the capacities. Note is given, divide expenses into variable, semi-variable and fixed expenses in the budgets. If such note is not given, then also we need to follow the same. So the calculation will be little bit different as far as your semi-variable expenses are concerned. So for any of the examples, the very first working note should be to calculate the number of units. So 100%, 40,000 units are given. So for 40 and 60%, there are 16,000 units and 24,000 units. We need to calculate the budget for 50%, 75% and 90% production capacity. So these all are the number of units to be found out. So the very first working note gets over here. Now the second working note is about our variable cost. So in that, A, direct material. So at 40% it is given 4 lakhs. So 4 lakhs divided by at 40% the number of units are 16,000. So 4 lakhs divided by 16,000. So that is rupees 25 per unit. Okay. If we can get at 60%, then also it would be 25 per unit only. See, at 60% amount is given 6 lakhs divided by number of units 24,000. So 6 lakhs divided by 24,000, that is also rupees 25 per unit. So our direct material will be constant because as it is variable, so there will be no change in per unit due to increase in production capacity. So here in this example, there is no any additional or further information is given related with any of the increase or decrease in the variable or fixed cost. So at 50%, at 75% and at 90%, it would be rupees 25 per unit only, right? So this is the calculation of direct material. Likewise, if we can talk about B, direct labor. So there is no need to calculate two types of calculations at every time. એટલે કે 40% અને 60% બંનેનું કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરવાની જરૂર નથી, સિંગલનું કેલ્ક્યુલેટ કરો તો ચાલે. સો એટ 40% it is 2,40,000 rupees divided by 16,000 units. So that will be 2,40,000 divided by 16,000. So that is rupees 15 per unit. So same way there will be common for 50%, 75% and 90%, as there is no any increase, no any decrease. Same for direct expense. So at 40% it is 1,60,000 divided by 16,000 units, so rupees 10 per unit, right? So the boxed item will be directly placed in your budget. So variable cost is completed over here. We have just calculated the number of units and variable cost, direct material, direct labor and direct expenses. Now moving further with number 3, important one, semi-variable costs. In that A, factory expense. Now this is the most important part of your example. So here we have given capacity 40% and 60%. And amount is given 7 lakhs and 8 lakhs, right? So here we have to calculate semi-variable cost in a different manner, just because the semi-variable expenses are given for two different capacities, right? So here the calculation will be little bit different. So let us understand the meaning first. Here 40% amount is 7 lakhs and at 60% amount is 8 lakhs. So first of all we need to calculate the difference in capacity and in rupees. The difference between 40% and 60% is 20%, right? And the difference between 7 lakhs and 8 lakhs is rupees 1 lakh. So can we say that by having a difference of 20% production capacity, we are having a difference of rupees 1 lakh in our expense, right? So this is exactly matching the meaning of our variable expense. Capacity increase થાય કે production units increase થાય એમ expenses increase થાય, એવા expenses ને variable expense કહેવાય, right? So this exactly matches the meaning of our nature of our variable cost or meaning of our variable cost. So it means at 20% production capacity or at every 20% difference there will be difference in the expenses will be 1 lakh. તો જે difference હોય એવા expense ને કેવા expense કહેવાય? Variable. જે capacity change થાય એમ amount change થાય એવા expense ને કેવા expense કહેવાય? Variable. તો આપણી પાસે ગાઈડલાઈન બની ગઈ, difference or capacity જ્યારે 20% હોય ત્યારે variable expense કેટલા થાય? તો કે 1 lakh, right? એવી જ રીતે તો હવે આપણે given capacity કેટલી છે? 40%. So 20% જો variable 1 lakh હોય તો 40% કેટલા? So there will be 2 lakhs rupees. બરાબર? તો આ 2 lakhs rupees ના શું કહેવાય? Variable at 40% capacity. બરાબર? 40% capacity એ variable expense કેટલા થાય છે? 2 lakhs. તો હવે જો આપણી પાસે ટોટલ છે 40% ના કેટલા? 7 lakhs. તો 7 lakhs હું અહીંયા લખું છું. લેસ વેરિયેબલ એટ 40% કેટલા આવ્યા? 2 lakhs આવ્યા, રાઈટ? So remaining will be treated as fixed expense, 5 lakhs rupees. Clear? So this is the distribution of our semi-variable expense. This represents the fixed expense and this represents the variable expense. We always measure variable in per unit. So 40% એ number of units કેટલા છે? 16,000 units છે. તો શું આવશે per unit? 2 lakhs divided by 16,000. So that is rupees 12.5 per unit. તો આ તમારી ગાઈડલાઈન બની ગઈ. ફિક્સ્ડ કેટલા થશે? 5 lakhs અને વેરિયેબલ થશે rupees 12.5 per unit. Right? I am explaining it once again. Whenever there are two capacities are given in your example, the variable cost will be calculated in this manner. We need to compare the production capacity and the amount given. So difference of production capacity is 20% and difference in amount is 1 lakh. So at every production capacity difference, if the amount or expenses are differ, such expenses are called variable expenses, right? So here we can compare at 20% if the variable expenses are 1 lakh, then at 40% it is how much? If you are taking 60%, then also answer will be these two only, right? So 20% એ 1 lakh તો 40% એ કેટલા? આપણે જનરલી ફર્સ્ટ લઈએ એટલે આપણને યાદ રાખવામાં ઇઝી પડે. તમે 60% એ લઈને કરશો તો બી આન્સર એ જ આવશે. જુઓ 20 એ 1 lakh તો 40 ની જગ્યાએ 60 લઈ લઉં તો 60,000 એ કેટલા થઈ જશે? 60% એ થશે 3 lakhs rupees variable. So 8 lakhs minus 3 lakhs તો again fixed આવશે 5 lakhs અને 3 lakhs divided by number of units at 60% is 24,000. So 3 lakhs divided by 24,000, again that will be 12.5. So you can take any of these capacities, but if you are taking your 60%, then you need to take the amount over here 8 lakhs, right? So don't forget that. So factory expense ની આપણી ગાઈડલાઈન થઈ ગઈ. 5 lakhs rupees fixed આવી ગયા અને વેરિયેબલ આવ્યા 12.5 per unit. Likewise આપણે લઈ લઈએ second admin expense. Okay, so admin expenses are capacity 40% and 60%. Amount given is 5 lakhs 20 and 5 lakhs 80,000, right? So here the difference is again 20% and difference in amount is rupees 60,000, right? તો આ 60,000 વાળા કેવા કહેવાય? વેરિયેબલ કહેવાય, because at every production capacity change there is a change in the amount at rupees 60,000. So capacity and variable 20% એ variable છે 60,000 તો 40% એ કેટલા? So that is 1,20,000 at 40% it is variable, right? So here we can get total at 40% rupees 5,20,000 minus variable that we have just found out here. So remaining will be your fixed expense, right? We are measuring variable in per unit, so we are just dividing at 16,000 units. So the answer will be 1,20,000 divided by 16,000. So rupees 7.5 per unit. So this represents our guideline. 4 lakhs rupees fixed and variable rupees 7.5 per unit. Same in case of our third semi-variable expense, that is selling expense. Same way, capacity 40% and 60%, and amount 2,80,000, 3,20,000. So difference in capacity is 20% and difference in amount is 40,000. So this represents the variable. So capacity and variable, 20% a variable, 40,000. Why this is called variable? Because with the change in production capacity, if your expenses are changing, then the change is called variable expense, right? So if my capacity increased by 20%, my certain expenses are increased by 40%. So that increase in my expense, such expense is treated as variable. So I have got my guideline at 20% difference in capacity, my variable expenses are 40,000. So now at 40% it is how much? So 80,000 rupees at 40% it is variable. So here I have got total at 40% amount 2,80,000 minus variable 80,000. So I have got my fixed expense rupees 2 lakhs, right? So, and this divided by 16,000 units, so that is rupees 5 per unit. So this too represents my guideline, fixed expense 2 lakhs and rupees 5 per unit variable for all the cases, right? As there is no increase and no decrease in variable as well as fixed expense, so this too will be posted like this only. Now we don't have to worry about our fixed expense because fixed expenses are constant at all the levels. So working note will be only for now remaining about your total cost. See here in this example, selling price per unit or percentage of profit is not given, but to find out our total cost or sales, we have got certain technique. We need to calculate total cost at 40% and at 60%, right? So if we can sum up the expenses given at 40%, starting from direct material 4 lakhs plus 2,40,000, have a look at your example, plus 1,60,000 plus 7 lakhs plus 5,20,000 plus 2,80,000 plus 6 lakhs. So that is 29 lakhs. And if we can talk about at 60%, so that is 6 lakhs plus 3,60,000 plus 2,40,000 plus 8 lakhs plus 5,80,000 plus 3,20,000 plus 6 lakhs. So that comes to 35,000. Then profit or loss is given. At 60% there is a profit of rupees 7 lakhs and at 40% there is a loss of rupees 1 lakh, right? So my sales will be here, that is 28 lakhs, and here the sales will be 42 lakhs. Clear everyone? So here we can get the sales. If I want to have a selling price per unit, then what can we do? 28 lakhs divided by 16,000 units, so that is 175, and 42 lakhs divided by 24,000 units, that is also So my selling price per unit is 175 rupees, and here it is also 175. So your sales is also purely variable, right? So our selling price per unit can be found out like this. You need to make the total of all the expenses given in the example, so that is total cost. Then add profit, here as it is the loss, so that should be deducted. So your sales will be 28 lakhs and here the sales will be 42 lakhs. In order to get our selling price per unit, we need to divide this with the number of units. We get the selling price per unit, that is 175. So here we have completed our working note portion. Now starting with the budget. So by using our working note, we are going to place all the items in the budget. Okay. So here again, starting from the format. So the very first item, number of units 20, 30 and 36. So 20,000, 30,000 and 36,000 units. Okay. As far as our direct material is concerned, the boxes 25 rupees per unit, 15 and 10. તો ત્રણેય સાથે જ લખી નાખું છું. 25 rupees per unit, 15 rupees per unit and 10 rupees per unit. As there is no increase, no decrease in case of our any capacities, the per unit variable cost will remain constant at all the levels, right? But to calculate the amount, we need to multiply this with the number of units. So 20,000 into 25, so that is 5 lakhs. 15 into 20,000, so that is 3 lakhs, and here it is 2 lakhs, right? Here 25 into 30,000, so 30,000 into 25, 7,50,000. Here 4,50,000 and here it is 3 lakhs. Clear? Next 36,000 into 25, so that is 9 lakhs. Then 15 into 36,000, 5,40,000 and 36,000 into 10, 3,60,000. Now talking about the total cost. So 25 plus 15 plus 10, 50 rupees per unit at all the levels. Shortcut 50 into 20,000, so 10 lakhs rupees. 50 into 13,000, 15 lakhs rupees. And 50 into 36,000, so 18 lakhs rupees. Clear? So this is our variable cost. Now moving towards semi-variable cost, look at the working note of our fixed expense. Fixed is 5 lakhs and variable 12.5 per unit at all the levels. So fixed 5 lakhs and variable 12.5 per unit at all the cases, as there is no any increase, no any decrease. So fixed will remain constant in amount and variable will remain constant in per unit. So how can we find out amount? 12.5 into 20,000. So that is 2,50,000. 12.5 into 30,000. That is 3,75,000, and 12.5 into 5 lakhs. Sorry, 36,000. That is 4,50,000. Okay, we have completed one semi-variable. Now admin overheads, we have got the guidelines, 4 lakh fixed and 7.5 per unit variable. So 4 lakhs and 7.5 at all the levels. So 4 lakhs and 7.5, 7.5. Now 7.5 into 20,000, so that is 1,50,000. 7.5 into 30,000, so that is 2,25,000. 7.5 into 36,000, so 2,70,000. Done. Now selling expense. So for selling expense 2 lakh and 5. So fixed expenses will be 2 lakhs and rupees 5 per unit. ફિક્સ ની આપણે પર યુનિટ લખવાની જરૂર નથી. વેરિયેબલ ની લઈએ 20 into 5 1 lakh, 30 into 5 1,50,000 and 36,000 into 5 1,80,000. Okay, so this represents the calculation of our variable cost. So now we can get the total. 5 lakhs plus 2,50,000 plus this 2 plus this 2. So that is 16 lakhs. How can we get the per unit? 16 lakhs divided by 20,000. So we get 80 rupees per unit. Don't make total of this because we have not written the per unit fixed cost. So directly by totaling this and the main total divided by number of units. Next 5 lakhs plus 3,75,000. So that is 18,50,000 divided by 30,000. So that is 61.67. And next this 2 950, then 670 and 380. So that is 20 lakhs divided by 36,000. We get 55.55 per unit. Clear? Next, fixed cost as it is 6 lakhs, 6 lakhs, 6 lakhs. But per unit will be different. In first case 6 lakhs into 20 divided by 20,000, so 30 rupees. Then 6 lakhs divided by 30,000, so 20 rupees. And then 36, it is 16.67. So this is how we can get the per unit total. Now total cost, main A plus B plus C. So 10 lakhs plus 16 lakhs plus 6 lakhs. So that is 32 lakhs. 32 lakhs divided by 20,000. So that is rupees 160. Likewise here 15 lakhs plus 18 lakh 50,000 plus 6 lakhs. So 50 lakhs, sorry 15 plus 18 lakhs 50,000 plus 6 lakhs. So that is 39 lakhs 50,000 divided by 30,000. it is 131.66 or 67, and then 18 lakhs plus 20 lakhs, so it is 44 lakhs. So 44 lakhs divided by 36,000, it is 122.22. Clear? Now as we have got the selling price per unit rupees 175, as there is no increase, no decrease in the selling price, directly we are writing 175 at all the levels. Right? So now 175 into 20,000, it is 35 lakhs. Now 35 lakhs minus total cost, that is 32 lakhs. So the profit is 3 lakhs. And 3 lakhs divided by 20,000, we get our profit per unit, that is 15 rupees. Likewise here 175 into 30,000 per number of units, so that is 52 lakhs 50,000. This is your sales, minus 39 lakhs 50,000. So that is 13 lakhs. Just a second, let me check this. 175 into 30,000. So 52 lakhs 50,000. Yes. So the profit is 13 lakhs. And now 13 lakhs divided by 30,000, 43.33 is your profit. Last one, 175 into 36,000 units, so that is 63 lakhs minus 44 lakhs. So the profit is 19 lakhs divided by